rotating. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
This coming Friday, it is my special marathon event to celebrate my birthday. My birthday is actually on Thursday of this week, but Thursday's my day off. So when we come back on Friday, it's going to be a day-long marathon here on DSP Gaming. Just to clarify, this is where the stream will be, on DSP Gaming, okay? And what are we doing? Well, a good variety of stuff. And what I was thinking about this, actually. I was like, this is cool because I'm going to have content on that stream that can be split. Some of it can go here on DSP Gaming, and some of that content kind of fits over on DSP Reacts. So we can actually do some fun stuff together and then have content for both channels on demand. I was like, oh, that's actually a neat concept. So here's how it's going to go. On Friday, we're going to do a level 1 podcast that's likely going to cover my day off and any news or whatever. Then we're going to jump into my birthday celebration. Happy birthday, shithead. There you go. Maybe do a little bit of Q&A and or chilling with you guys. If I get large contributions on Friday, I'll be taking a sip of the bottle of gin.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
That the Dutch brothers donated here to my streams. It's, I think, gin from the Netherlands. It's Dutch, so the Netherlands, right? Yeah. Did I watch WrestleMania? No. I haven't watched pro wrestling in 3 years. All right? I just haven't. And this is one of the major reasons why I don't. There's no reason to invest all that time and effort into something if that company doesn't respect your time and effort. They just want to keep jerking you around until finally you just realize none of it means anything and you give up. And that's what's happened to me. It's like, I don't care about it anymore. Even though I know wrestling's fake. Everyone knows that. But at least you want to have a story that's going to have a satisfying resolution. And they almost never do that. Case in point, tons of people have a humongous problem with what happened in the main event of WrestleMania last night. For the last 3.5 months, they're building up to this plot line where Cody Rhodes will take on the undefeated champion Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has been undefeated for like 2.5, 3 years or something crazy like this. He's held the title forever. No one can beat him. He's beaten every single person that's come up against him. And so it's this epic hero building up versus kind of final boss villain, the epic plot line. Everyone's so hyped and excited for this match. And what happens? They decide at WrestleMania there's going to be interference in the match by one of Roman Reigns' friends. And because of that, Roman Reigns just wins. And everyone's like, the whole point of this plot was to build it up so that this guy who came, he was redemption. He left the company. He comes back. He overcomes amazing obstacles to get to this position. And he's supposed to fucking win. Nah! I'm angry. Not a whole year and you threw it away, you fucking idiots. They literally took this insane year of work that people were hyper invested in and they threw it away. And after the pay-per-view ended and everyone hated this ending, they interviewed Triple H, the head of creative now, right? They said, what were you thinking? He goes, oh, don't worry. Just because Cody lost, that's not the end of the plot. It could keep going on. No. This was your fucking main event. This was your Super Bowl. This is what people waited for. Now, people are pissed at you. You can't fucking waste everyone's time for a whole fucking year and expect that people are going to care anymore. This is what WWE doesn't get. And this is why I don't care about them anymore. Really, I can't put up with a company that so disrespects your time that they fucking will do shit like this, okay? So, here's the funny part. I didn't even watch any of this. The only thing is I follow wrestling on social media because you guys talk about it all the time and people ask me questions about it. I'm like, I don't really know, but at least I kind of follow along. At least I know what's going on in the industry. So at least I know who the champions are or whatever. I've actually never seen a match of Roman Reigns in this plot line. I guess it's called the tribal plot line or the bloodline. That's what it's called, the bloodline plot line. I've never seen him. I've only seen clips on social media. Never even watched him do anything as this character. So anyone who is invested in WWE, all I got to tell you is My life got a lot better when I stopped caring. I'm serious about this too. Like, there was a time when I actually really cared about wrestling, and I invested all this time and effort, and I've not watched an actual pro wrestling match, all right, in 3 years. The last actual full match I watched was Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, whatever one it was, 2020, the first COVID one where there was no one there. I swear that sometimes there's just like this weird WWE defense force comes out, and they just start saying everything WWE does is good. No, it's not actually. It's actually quite bad most of the time. It's bad writing, but they do it on purpose. They just keep dragging you on. It's kind of like the same thing. I hate to say it with Nintendo, where Nintendo has this kind of rabid fan base that just eat up everything Nintendo puts out there no matter what. And even when Nintendo makes bad choices, that's okay because they're Nintendo. So just accept it and move on and support Nintendo no matter what. And there's just people who just like blindly defend WWE no matter what they do. Their writing is terrible. They have 2 plot lines that were involved with this bloodline. 2 of them, where there was supposed to be a culmination where they defeat Roman Reigns. They literally had 2 of them get defeated in a row. So then what's the point of watching the show? No one, you know what I mean? They're not building anyone up, and the people they build up, they're throwing away. So fuck the show then. Fuck the show. Don't watch it. Which I don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean, like, that I'm not going to invest in it anymore. I'm not going to watch it. I know it happens because I follow it on social media, and that's the most I'm gonna really care about it. It's stupid, sadly. It's just dumb. It's meant to keep dragging you on. Like exactly what Triple H said last night is exactly the reason I will not watch. Oh, well, that wasn't the end of the plot. We can just continue it. No, you can't. That was your chance. Everyone wanted the end. You're not going to drag me on forever. I'm done with you now. You disrespected me and my time, and I don't care about you anymore. You know? It's kind of like how many times... It's like being in an abusive relationship. Someone treats you like shit, but you just keep expecting that one day you're going to get treated well. So you keep putting up with being treated like shit. It's never going to change. You're going to always be treated like shit because that person's conditioned to know that you allow them to treat you like shit. So you will continue to be treated that way. You're not going to get rewarded. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no pot of gold at the end of the fucking rainbow. It's just misery. So why waste your time on fucking misery? And that's really the extent of the control you're putting into it, quite frankly. There's not much to it. And sometimes you're fighting against other teams that people have created. Sometimes you're fighting against teams that the AI created, like the computer controls. And then sometimes you're fighting like a big world boss. You know how RPGs, MMOs have a big world boss. Everyone fights it and tries to lower its HP gradually. So you're doing stuff like that. And it follows all the tropes of every mobile game. Where it's like, oh, you can get characters, but you very rarely will earn them for free. You really have to play the shit out of the game to earn the in-game diamond currency to do summons. Yes, it's random summons. You don't know what you're getting. You may get a character you want. You may not. You have to get doubles and triples of characters to level them up together to get to the next tier of leveling and all that. It's a very standard mobile game experience. Let's just put it that way. And I have spent total, in the month it's been out, I've probably spent $15 on it. Like every once in a while, they have a daily deal. It's like $1, and you get like some currency and some upgrade pieces or something. I was like, oh, $1. I'll spend $1.
$1 helps. I'm not kidding you. It really does.
What I'm going to do now is upload this to DSP Gaming. It's already 8:30. Normally, I stop streaming at 9. I'm not going to do any more gameplay or anything tonight. So I do appreciate those who contributed. It just sucks that basically because this was a recap video, I got like no contributions tonight. I mean, I got 1 cheer and 1 tip. That sucks. I haven't even spent, in 2 weeks, I haven't spent anything on it at all. I only spent a few dollars early on when the game first came out just to see what would happen. They had like introductory events or whatever. And after that, I spent like nothing on it. Basically, the game like I said, it plays itself. You don't even do it. And a lot of mobile games seem to be like this now. Like you don't even do anything. You build your team, you level your team, and you press play. And it plays itself. You don't even control it or nothing. So it's kind of weird. In that regard. So, Anyway,
moved out of Connecticut. Since I've moved, I find that I literally have no time really to sit down and play mobile gaming on like the Nintendo 3DS. What I have done, every once in a while I'll play a quick mobile game on my phone or something like that. There's been a few ones that have been related to WWE over the past couple of years. Like there was one card game that I quit earlier this year because there was another game that came out that was similar. It was like a combat game. It was called Immortals. It was similar to the app that they had out for Injustice a couple years ago. So I kind of get caught up in that stuff when I have